Hi everybody, and welcome to the tutorial for recording your voices today for your video. We're going to be using Audacity, and you're going to go to the Start button, go to All Programs to find it, or type in the search bar Audacity, and it should come up for you. You might see a small window pop up on your screen. No big deal, just X out or click OK. Now we're on the screen that we're going to be using to record. So you have a plain green background right now, but this is where your audio recording will show up. Here's where you can double check that the correct microphone is set to pick up your voice, and of course you can do a couple of test runs to make sure it's working. If it's not, please call me over. I'm happy to help you out and see if we can problem solve and get it working for you today. If you have more than one partner, I actually recommend that you use one computer. If you use two, that's also fine. You'll just need to each individually save your files into the Dropbox and let me know if you need to combine those. So we'll save it as an Audacity file, not an MP3. I'll show you how to do that towards the end. So we have pause, play, stop. These are not activated right now because I don't have a recording, but we have skip to start and skip to end and record. So let me start recording. As I record my voice, I'll see the sound waves appearing on the screen. Now let's say I accidentally hiccuped or coughed. And I want to continue my recording. If I want to continue, I just click my cursor where I left off and hit record again. So I'm talking and I'm recording and I cough, and maybe I don't want that cough in my recording. First of all, you'll see if I start and stop that it actually shows up on a second line. Let's say I want this piece to be included up at the top. So I can select, I can Control C to copy, click my cursor up here, Control V as in violet to paste it in, and then I can X out of that other bar. Now with just one, it might be a little easier to deal with this. If you wanted layer sounds, you would maybe want to keep those other lines so that you can have them all playing at the same time. But that's not what we're doing here. We're just recording one line of voice. I can select empty space. Again, I need to be on my selection tool for that. And I can hit delete on my keyboard to clear that out. I'm going to click over here and hit play, and you may be able to hear this a little bit. So there's my cough that we heard. I don't want that. I'm going to take that out by simply selecting the part where I cough, hitting delete, and there we go. Another little trick for you is if you need a little more space in between here, maybe it's between sentences and it makes no sense for the sentence to happen immediately after the other one, we can select a little bit of blank space here, Control C copy, click our cursor where we need some more space, and Control V to paste it in. And I can get rid of some of this extra gap here from when I started and stopped my recording. And if I don't want this much space in the beginning, all I have to do is select it by clicking and dragging and then hit delete with my keyboard. Now when I play, it'll be one fluid recording. If I am all done at this point, what I'm going to do is go to File and Export, and I'll show you that in a moment, but let's pretend I'm not done. Let's say I got started a little later in class, or I needed to work on something else for a little bit, and then class time ran out. I can go to File and Save Project As, and it says you're saving an Audacity project file. That's what I want. I'm going to hit OK. And I can switch over to whatever folder I wish to place it in. So maybe in my music folder, maybe just my documents. And I can name it something I'm going to remember later, but check that the Save As type is the Audacity projects.aup. And then you can hit save. I'm going to hit cancel for now. Let's say I am finished. And I don't necessarily need to do any more editing to this. I'd recommend saving the project just in case you feel you need to go back to it later. Then you can. You don't have to redo your whole recording. Let's say we're finished now. I have saved it as the project. Now I need it as an MP3 file. So I'm going to go to File and Export. And I'm going to make sure it says MP3 file, which it should say as you do this. It shouldn't switch it to something else, but just double check. Name your file name, perhaps your name or the title of the story that you and your group are telling, and hit save. You can even go ahead and switch to the Dropbox, which isn't active now because I'm not connected to the school network. But you can go to Dropbox in the multimedia folder, and the one for your class, save it, and then all of your partners can access this file as well. Well, I hope everything worked out great for you. Again, if it doesn't, you run into problems, call me over. I am happy to help out. And I am excited to see how this all comes together. Best of luck.